Hi, here's a quick tutorial on how to import 3D models into Storyboarder as well as exporting them from Storyboarder to use in your other 3D programs such as Blender or whatever you may be using. I happen to use Blender, so I'm going to show you real quick how I do this. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but the way I'm going to show you is what I find is the quickest way to get models loaded in without having to mess around with a lot of settings in your 3D modeling program. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So I've created is how to import 3D models. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use my use a model I already have from Blender. I've got this little chair. This is not one I created. This is one that somebody has created that I get to use. Um, it's a free model. So basically the first step you do is to export this as a GITF file 2.0, or we call it GLB or GITF. Okay, and then of course you're going to pick your location of where you want to save that to. I've already got it saved, so I'm not going to do it again, but you would go through that process, save it to your location. In this case, I have it saved right here as a GLB file. Um, then I'm going to go ahead and open up Storyboarder, go into the shot generator, and then I'm going to put in a reference character because ultimately I may have to resize this. All right, so I have my reference character. I'm just going to put them at 0, 0. Okay, and then I'm going to insert an object. Okay, the object is now what we're going to use to insert the 3D file. So from the object, I'm going to click on the properties here. I'm going to go to select the file, and then I'm going to go to wherever I have my GLB file located, which happens here. Click on it and import it. Okay, now it's too big. What I find is when you've created something in Blender and you load it in without changing any parameters in Blender, it needs to change the size of the object down to from 1 to 0.25. So by doing that, I save myself a little hassle with having to go into Blender and adjusting things and scale in Blender. So by doing that, I'll just move my character forward. I'll pick his seating pose, just a random one, drop him to the floor, slide him back, drop the chair to the floor as well, and for what my intended purposes might be to use this in a scene as a reference point, it's pretty much all set. So that's the easiest way to do it without having to deal with all the settings and things in your 3D program, 3D modeling program. So hope that helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know. And as always, hit like or subscribe.